Just want to see if the camera's working here. Okay, yeah, we're good. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and is he fitting into Ranginck's system? I suppose that's going to be, but the thumbnail is going to say sort it out Ralph, all the kind of stuff, yeah. But I've said it, I said Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT of the game. He is the GOAT, the greatest player to grace the game. I look at people going on Ronaldo over the last couple of weeks. People blaming Ronaldo, and I'm like, I get it, but at the end of the day, the players he is playing around, they ain't good enough. I don't want to rant about these players because they ain't good enough, and I know they ain't good enough. But the thing is, Ronaldo, he is a striker. People don't understand that as a striker, you need service. People don't understand that. And that's the issue. Because the system we're playing now at the moment, we're playing with a 4-3-3, right? Two centre backs, two full backs, a CDM, two eights, a left winger, a right winger, and a striker, right? 4-3-3. And if you play the 4-3-3, you need a good CDM, which we haven't got. Because McTominay is not a CDM. McTominay is an 8. He's a box-to-box player. But we're playing him as a CDM. This is going to affect Ronaldo. Ask me why. This is the reason. Ronaldo won't get enough of the ball. Because McTominay is not getting the ball. McTominay, I'm not blaming McTominay here, but it's how the system works, and I will explain in that. McTominay should dictate the game because he's a 6. But he's not a 6, he's an 8. So his ability to control the game is hindered by the fact that he's a 6. He's an 8, not a 6. So he can't read the game well, which makes the two 8s, which is Bruno and Pogba, to leave off scraps. And when I say leaving off scraps, I mean they ain't getting enough of the ball. And when they're not getting enough of the ball, they can't supply the attackers. And that's the issue. When you're not supplying these attackers, right? They're not going to cross balls. Like, the centre forward is not going to score. He's not going to have the ball. This is the same thing that happened with Harry Kane at the Euros. He wasn't getting enough of the ball. He was dropping deep. And when the fullbacks get the ball, he's not in the box. Because he's gone to fight for the ball out of frustration. And that's what people don't understand. And I'll move on to the wingers for a bit. But I think the way we should play, if we had a good CDM, like we had a CDM, and I'm not shading McTominay here, because I know he's not a CDM, but we're just playing him there because he's the best option we've got. But I think if we're playing Ronaldo, like we're playing the fullbacks, right? Like, they're not getting enough of the ball. When they're not getting enough of the ball, Ronaldo won't score, and that's it. He won't. Even the same thing happens with Cavani. They don't score because they're not getting enough of the ball. They're just running around. And people will keep on blaming them and blaming them and blaming them. I'm telling you now, get Erling Haaland, get bloody Isaac, get Lewandowski. I'm telling you now, they will face this same problem because we're not creating chances for our strikers. That is the bottom line. We're not creating chances. Those people don't want to know. They don't want to hear that. Everyone's like, oh, Ronaldo, he's washed, he's finished. Man, without Ronaldo this season, we're not in the Champions League. Without Ronaldo this season, we're mid-table. We're in the bottom of the table. So what are you talking about? So Ronaldo, he is going to work in this system. But the main reason why he's not working is because the people who he's relying on for service aren't even getting the ball. Bruno, Pogba, they ain't getting the ball because McTominay, who's supposed to be reading the game, he's not a 6, he can't read the game. He can't read the game. And we've got El Capitano, who I don't want to dive into Maguire here because I will say things I don't want to say. But the reason why it even causes more harm for Ronaldo is we've got Maguire and we've got Varane, right? This system, Ranginck wants to play high attacking, pressing style of football, right? He can't. If you notice in our last games, the defensive line is deep, and I don't like it. It's too deep for me. I think it's deep, and the main reason for that is because Harry Maguire, he hasn't got the recovery pace. He hasn't got. Look at how Vegas basically spun Maguire like a plate. He's spun him more times than a plate. He spun Maguire 360 degrees, even more than that. He spun him. So I think Ronaldo is going to flourish in the system if he is getting the ball. People say, "Oh, Ronaldo is washed. Ronaldo is this." Like, come on, he's going to the Champions League for us. Without Ronaldo, we're not anywhere. We're not anywhere near Champions League football. We'll probably be in the Conference League. So I think the main issue at United, we need to sort out how the people, basically the eights and the fullbacks, will get the ball and be supplying the attackers. And I'll move on to the attackers in a minute. When these fullbacks get the ball and Ronaldo is in the box, it makes the job easier for them because they know they've got a target man in the box who they can cross to. But when Ronaldo is coming deep to come get the ball, coming deep to come fight for the ball and coming to supply people, that's not his job. And that's why you see him and Bruno, they keep on making the same runs over and over again because he is frustrated. Ronaldo is frustrated. He's having to come back to do a job that's not his job. Ronaldo is 37, for the love of God. Like, he came here to score goals. He came here to win trophies, which we ain't winning because of the weak mentality we've got in our team. And I'm not going into that, but it's just facts. Facts. But whether you like it or not, Ronaldo, he's still our player. If you want to sell Ronaldo today, that's your business. And can I say as well, I don't agree with Ranginck dropping Ronaldo yesterday. And I'm not saying because, Ranginck dropped Ronaldo yesterday, that's how we drew the game. No. What I'm saying is, if you're going to drop a player, you drop other players around him who were consistently shit. That's what I'm saying. Maguire and Rashford, they should have been dropped if Ronaldo was being dropped, because they weren't any better. They didn't do their jobs against Middlesbrough. They didn't do their jobs. And I'm not saying Ronaldo was particularly great against Middlesbrough, but everyone has that bad game, and I know it. But what I'm saying is, if he dropped Ronaldo and dropped Maguire and dropped Rashford and brought in Lindelof or Bailly or or Langeren, it would have made sense. It would be like, the fans would be like, if he's dropped Ronaldo, he's dropped Rashford, he's dropped Maguire. He's trying to send a warning and a strong message to those players that if you're consistently shit, you go into the bench. But in this situation, Ronaldo will be looking at himself and be like, why am I being dropped? Like, for what reason? Rashford being shit, I don't want to say Rashford's been shit, but he's not been good enough. At the moment on form, and Rashford is any player he can be, but at the moment he's not been good enough. Rashford, Maguire, they shouldn't be starting if you're gonna drop Ronaldo. That's the bottom line, I'm saying it. But people are gonna be like, what are you talking about, Joshua? What are you talking about? It's Ronaldo, he's 37. No. Ronaldo is one of the most fit athletes in the game presently at 37 years of age. No. I think Ronaldo will work in this system. I think he will work. And to people who are saying, Ronaldo's going to go, Ronaldo's going to leave in the summer, he's going to do this. Yeah, he will leave if we don't get top 4. And I think we will get top 4 because Spurs just show them how they can be Spurs against Southampton. They just lost 3-2. They showed how they can be Spurs. Spurs can be Spurs. Arsenal can be Arsenal, you know. From what I watched, that top four race, right? It's only our players that can stop us from top four at the moment. Only our players can, because Spurs and Arsenal, they haven't got the quality of players we've got. You know, Arsenal, they're a young team, you know. Spurs, you know, they're just trying to get back into shape after sacking Nuno. You know, we're a ready-made team, you know. But we're a ready-made team does not make us, you know, instantly in top four, because you saw what we did at 12-0 on Tuesday, you know. So things can change. But I would say, I still stand that if we win our next 3 games, I think we'll be in top four. You know, it's about points on the board, not about games in hand. And, you know, I think we'll get top four. I think we'll get top four. But we'll get top four does not mean we deserve top four. This season, we've been absolutely crap. We don't deserve top four. And that's it. So now moving to the wingers. And this is where I'll go into Rashford a little bit. Because I said it on the show yesterday, and I said, Rashford's problem is simplicity. He is not playing the game the simple way. You know, I said it yesterday, I said, if you're doing things the hard way, right, you will fail. Because what you're trying to do, you're doing it the hard way. So when it works, you're like, oh, you know, you're trying to silence the haters, but it doesn't work that way. You know, you've got to be accountable for all these things, whether you like it or not. But at the end of the day, you know, I think Marcus Rashford can be any player he wants to be. I'm slating Rashford for this season. I'm not slating him that he's a shit player. No, Marcus Rashford is one of the best left wingers on his day. If he does things simple, you know, trying to dribble past 7 defenders, you know, running into people, you know, that's not how the game works. You know, let's be realistic here. It's a game of football. It's a team sport. You know. And one thing I would say as well for Ronaldo's issue is that if you look at Sancho and Shaw on the left-hand side, right? You look at the way Sancho allows Shaw to overlap and gives him the ball immediately. You know? But Rashford doesn't do that for Delo. If he does it, it's rare. And that's why these fullbacks, they need that overlap, you know, to give them that edging point to cross balls into the box. But the wingers ain't doing it. Apart from Sancho, we haven't got wingers who are forward thinking that, oh, Delo is running past, let me give him the ball, let him cross it in. No. All they're interested in cutting in and shooting. You know, so I just think, you know, there are a lot of things we need to work through in that team. We need different, like a new, you know, overhaul. Like we need new overhaul, like new brand, like a new setup. Like I just don't know about mine at the moment. But I would say I think Ronaldo will work. He will work. And people say, you know, Ronaldo's gonna leave and he's, you know, he's having itchy legs and all that kind of stuff. You know, he doesn't want to play in the club again. No, I think Ronaldo, he's a professional. He is an elite professional. He does not decide his future now. He won't decide it. You know, even if they're close to relegation, he won't say anything. Just to show you how professional as an athlete he is. You know, Ronaldo, he doesn't decide now. He decides in the summer. Whether you like it or not, he decides in the summer. And I think at the end of the day, that's what I have to say. Because, you know, what people don't know is Ronaldo is the GOAT of the game, right? We should give him the respect he deserves. I know he can play a bad game, he can have a bad game, you know, players have bad days, you know. But I think Ronaldo will flourish under Ranginck, and Ronaldo as well will play. He will start scoring goals. He's got that lovely ability to shut haters up, to shut them down, and I think he will do it. Smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and that's the end of the video. Do you think Ronaldo will stay at Manchester United? Will Ronaldo rejuvenate his career under Ranginck? Put it down in the comments below. Thank you.